that if Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him.
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Burn it.
As shared by close sources, undefeated boxing icon Floyd Mayweather Jr. made a surprise stop at Manny Pacquiao's training base in Los Angeles while the Filipino star readies himself for his big return fight against Mario Barrios. The sudden meeting of two legendary fighters shook up the sports world, leading to wide talks about their historic rivalry, mutual admiration, and how the sport is changing. Floyd Mayweather showing up at Manny Pacquiao's training camp means more than a friendly visit. It reflects the deep and layered connection between these boxing legends. Their epic rivalry peaked with the much-hyped 2015 fight that made a lasting impact on boxing. Since that night, their paths split. Mayweather became a major promoter and took on exhibitions, while Pacquiao turned to politics and charity. Yet, their bond and respect have quietly remained.
Fought against Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, what would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. It stings, it stings, yes. I would have to say they're about the same. It's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. I didn't do anything to me, so I didn't really feel his punch, They punched the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land that perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing like Mayweather.
What about speed?
Speed, it's different. It's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who for one fast shot, boom. Pacquiao he'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same. I would have to go with Pacquiao.
The long-standing rivalry between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao is among the biggest and richest in boxing history. It spanned over 10 years, finally reaching its climax in 2015 after years of public demand and stalled talks. First, discussions for their bouts started in 2009 when both fighters were at their peak, but debates over drug tests and promotion deals kept delaying the fight.
Any version of Mayweather would have always beaten Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Mayweather would have always done what's necessary for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had a greater career, but I think Mayweather's a better fighter. And I think Mayweather had the right things for somebody like Pacquiao. I mean, he had the right one-punch speed. He had the right IQ. He was bigger than Manny with longer arms. He had great feet. It's just a kryptonite for Manny Pacquiao. I personally thought so.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said, it's a time and a place for any and everything.
Manny Pacquiao's boxing journey is truly one of a kind. He earned 12 top world titles and became lineal champion for different weight classes: flyweight, featherweight, super featherweight, and super lightweight. Amazingly, he's the only fighter to win world titles across for decades, from the 1990s into the 2020s. His matches have drawn huge audiences and pulled in over $1.2 billion in pay-per-view sales, showing his huge impact on the sport.
Philippine boxing legend Manny Pacquiao leads ESPN's list of
top 25 Asian athletes of the 21st century. The 8th Division World Boxing Champ bested the likes of Chinese basketball icon Yao Ming and Japanese baseball superstar Ichiro Suzuki, who finished second and third respectively. Completing the top 5 are Korean football star Song Hong-min and Japanese-American Naomi Osaka. Also making the list, the Philippines' first ever Olympic gold medal winner, weightlifter Heidelin Diaz, and the PBA's 7-time PBA MVP, Junmar Fajardo.
In September 2021, Pacquiao revealed he was stepping away from boxing to focus on politics. He ran for president of the Philippines in the 2022 race, but did not win, despite the loss. Pacquiao stayed active in many roles, including serving as a senator and helping out in various charitable projects.
Your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to just say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Marcus.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromising, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm gonna miss him.
Still, Pacquiao has now officially revealed his comeback to boxing at age 46. Nearly 4 years since he retired, he's scheduled to go head-to-head with WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios on July 19, 2025, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th or July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio. And it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. Whew. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion and Mario Barrios is going to go after Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Listen, 147 welterweight. Me and Talani just got done talking about this in our interview. 147 is a historically great boxing division. And there is great talent in the division right now. But the problem is that guys don't want to fight each other. We don't want unifications. We don't want undisputed. And we're getting fights like Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Why? This fight makes absolutely no sense. If this is even somewhat competitive, that is embarrassing on Mario Barrios' part. Why are we wasting time with this fight? Listen, Brian Norman Jr. should be fighting Boots Ennis, but he chose a decent alternative. Fighting Sasaki in Japan is fine. That's still two debatably top 5 fighters in the welterweight division fighting each other. I'm A-okay with that decision. Boots Ennis finally stepped up and he did the unification fight against Danny Onis. Great. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he... I get he still loves the sport, but listen. You are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. And why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this?
George Kambosos Jr. once trained beside Manny Pacquiao and says it shaped his growth in the sport. He often shares that it wasn't just about boxing, it was about mindset, focus, and pushing beyond limits. Kambosos says Pacquiao's effect was mental. He taught him that boxing needs brain power just as much as strength. Watching Pacquiao work out, Kambosos learned to mix speed, smarts, and planning into one solid game plan.
Trained with Manny Pacquiao had to be a huge asset for you, because even though Bay was probably your biggest name opponent up until then, you know, you'd been how many rounds had you done with Manny?
250 rounds over 3 world title campaigns. So
it started with the Jeff Horn fight?
It did, yeah. When Jeff got, obviously, the fight with Manny Pacquiao, I was in Los Angeles, and I was sparring his ex-sparring partners, Jose Ramirez and Ray Beltran. I was doing 5-on-5, and these guys are good fighters, former world champions. And Freddie come over and goes, you know, Manny's got the Jeff Horn fight. So yeah, I'm hearing about it. He goes, well, you're sparring his sparring partners. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare?
Mario Barrios, a 29-year-old fighter from San Antonio, Texas, now holds the WBC welterweight belt. He grabbed the title after a big win over Yordenis Ugas in September 2023, knocking Ugas down twice and taking the victory by unanimous decision, with scores of 118 to 107 and 117 to 108. This big moment in his career came after Terrence Crawford stepped up to the super welterweight level, clearing the way.
One time I interviewed your sister, and she told me when you were kids, she would do the best in sparring. She would get the best of you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, easily. I mean,
when did that change, Mario? When did that change?
He wasn't the only guy she got the best of in San Antonio. She got the best out of everybody, man. Shit.
No, yeah, my sister's a beast, man. Like, she couldn't spar with other females a lot of times. Cause they,
unfair.
Yeah.
Mismatch.
She was like overwhelming, man. She was just naturally, strong. And, so yeah, most of the time, the smart partners, they were dudes. But, I mean, I couldn't really even, like spar with her serious. I mean, that's all I was like 17 or 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still, Mario Barrios isn't underestimating Manny Pacquiao. Despite Pacquiao's age and background, Barrios is locked in and training as though he's fighting Pacquiao in his prime. His approach shows this is a career-defining event with a serious tone set from day one. His trainer has stressed that this fight is being treated like a major title defense. There's clear respect for Pacquiao, but also a burning drive to win. Barrios wants more than just a victory, he wants a moment to be remembered. Facing a legend comes with big risk and huge reward.
Mentioned a lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story. When he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a 2-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point is about as good as you can get in the division, and took on that. So he takes on all comers, all challenges. His first world title against Batirov, the Russian, is about as tough as you could have done at the time. And so I think he's earned the right now to be in the biggest, best possible fights. And now it's going to be up to Al Heyman and Louis DeCubas Jr. on what they see is best and fit for his career, whether that's, Pacquiao, Spence, if that's a unification with Boots Ennis.
The upcoming match between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios has stirred up strong reactions in the boxing world, with mixed takes from analysts and fans. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman gave full support, calling Pacquiao a true legend and pointing to past champs who've made big comebacks. Suleiman said, "I like the idea a lot. I think Pacquiao can beat or challenge any fighter." His support shows the WBC is backing the fight and sees Pacquiao's fire still burning.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios, we've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever many years ago was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story.
Mayweather believes Pacquiao's return is likely about money, something many retired boxers chase. By returning for a final big payday, especially if they haven't settled into life after boxing. Still, he admits Pacquiao's skills are better than many top fighters even now. Mayweather, known for guarding his perfect record, can be touchy about other fighters being compared to him. YouTuber Showbiz The Adult shared a story where Mayweather got upset when someone called Pacquiao greater, even accusing him of using banned substances, showing how protective he is about his legacy.
Here we go. Who is greater than me? I said, Sugar Ray Robinson. He said, Sugar Ray Robinson, how many wins he got? I said, he got like over 150 wins. He stopped for a minute. He said, but who got more championship titles? Me or him? I said, hold on, Floyd. He said, answer the question. I said, Floyd, there's more titles now than then. There was just one then. That's no fair. Answer the question. I said, okay, you. Do I not have 28 titles? And I was just like, I don't know. He said, oh, you're supposed to be the expert. But the reason why I said that is because there's minor and major titles. Who else greater than me? I said, Henry Armstrong, Roberto Duran. He said, oh my God. He said, you said something about Pacquiao. Yeah, I said, I think you'll beat Pacquiao every day of the week, but I think he had a greater career. He said, you ain't think Pacquiao was on steroids? I said, he didn't fail any tests, Floyd. He said, look at me in my eyes. And said, I can't say, man, he didn't fail. He said, oh man, you faked. I saw that as a initiation. This is what you about to get. Nobody's greater than Floyd. My thing is, he should feel that way, but you can't expect everybody to feel that you're the greatest, Floyd.
Though Pacquiao's recent exhibition matches had mixed reviews, fresh 2025 training clips have sparked new buzz. These clips show him with the same fast hands, quick feet, and hard punches that marked his best days. Observers say his fitness looks amazing, stirring rumors of a real comeback. Still, some critics argue there's no need. Pacquiao already proved himself by winning in 8 weight classes. His plan to fight WBC champ Mario Barrios has caused debate. Some see it as chasing old glory, especially since he's getting a title shot after 4 years away, passing over active contenders. His legacy is solid, but many wonder if this return helps or harms it.
WBC President Mauricio Sullivan has said Mario Barrios will face Manny Pacquiao this July. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's some crazy news. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years of age. He's making his return to the ring. And he said he wants to go out with a bang. He wants to finish his career as a champion. That's some crazy shit. Manny Pacquiao's professional record currently stands at 62 wins. 39 of those coming via knockout, 8 losses and 2 draws. Manny Pacquiao has one of the most impressive CVs in the sport of boxing. Just take a look at from 09 Ricky Hatton all the way up until here. There's so many names: Timothy Bradley, Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Joshua Cloteley, Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Jesse Vargas. Like, there's so many names on this list.
Promoter Frank Warren and media voice Simon Jordan have both slammed Manny Pacquiao's choice to fight again at 46. Warren called it pointless and troubling, criticizing the WBC for ranking him number 5 despite his long break and weak 2024 exhibition fight. He argued giving Pacquiao a title shot against Mario Barrios weakens boxing's credibility. Some in the sport even compare the match to entertainment fights like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. While that's seen as pure showbiz, Pacquiao's match has real championship weight, raising red flags. Critics worry about the fairness and Pacquiao's health, but fans highlight his top form and drive, saying his return could reignite interest and prove his lasting spirit, not damage his name.
Champion Mario Barrios to defend Pacquiao. And about 7 to 8, maybe 9, 10 years ago, I would have said, hells yeah, if we had a Manny Pacquiao championship fight. But man, he's been retired for 4 years. He's 46 years old. His fight was in 2021, and he lost to Ugas in a unanimous decision. I watched his bout against the kickboxer guy in Japan. That didn't look good. This is a bad idea. A really bad idea. And again, I think people will look at this and go, well, Jake Paul fought Mike. Yeah, that happened. And I also said that Mike was going to get really badly hurt. It's a terrible idea for him to do that. And there were some health issues and everything else. Luckily, Mike didn't get super hurt in the fight. But this is a world championship level fight against a sitting world champion. And Manny does not belong in there. And again, I'm worried that he's going to get hurt